I experienced the worst burnout ever. Let me tell you. I started this new job thinking I would be able to do the same thing I did when I was in university and was working part time, thinking, well, I'm not in school anymore. I'm going to be working full time. I must have time to make content, right? Right? Wrong. What I did not anticipate was the adjustment period was going to be much more than I expected it to be. And so it would have required more of my attention than I expected. So when I actually took my very first break from making content, it was something I was forced into because it took a toll on my mental health, trying to balance figuring out work. My job was also very mentally taxing. I was working in the social services field, and every day you're working with people who are in need, listening to issues, trying to find resources to help. So I will admit, like, what my routine was pretty much like is I would go to work, come home super late. I only had energy to eat, take a bath, and go to my bed. And then we repeat it all over again. In between that, I would try to fit in like going to events because I'm trying to network, right? I'm trying to meet people, see what other opportunities are out there, all that stuff. So it eventually took a toll on me. And I had to make a decision. Can I do content creation and work my full-time job, my very demanding 9 to 5 job at the same time? And the conclusion I came to was at this time, no, I would not be able to do that. So the thing with burnout is that it's something that sneaks upon you. You know, you don't really know it's there, but when it lingers and creeps upon you, it is like it hits you like a ton of bricks. That's exactly how I felt. I was always tired. My excitement, I remember sometimes I would take up my camera and I would just put it right back. I just did not have the energy, the mental capacity to do anything regarding content creation. I was done. And what really did it for me was I had a mental breakdown. Maybe I'll go into another episode at another time about what this was like, maybe some of the signs I recognize, but all I can tell you is that it started off with me feeling extremely tired, followed by lack of interest, and then eventually I crashed in burnout. So actually took an involuntary break from making content for about 8 months. And that affected me drastically.